All right, man. So Detroit Lions have the worst red zone defense in the National Football League. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit on notification, increase your chance to get notification. We go live or drop a video, right? So, like I said before, man, I think the defense played better than I imagined. You got to understand, you missing both second round rookies from you missing both second round rookies from the past two drafts. The second round ain't been too kind to us. You think about Amir Abdul-Latif, Tabor Ryan Bros, Titus Young, a list of guys who didn't work out. Shout out to Darius Slay. He was one of the dudes who actually did actually work out for us. All right, so I'm trying to think for a minute. But yeah, he's one of the guys that actually did work out for us. So, um, you know, that's in the day, it's still pretty cool that he did work out with so many guys that didn't work out for us. So when you look at the defense, man, just going off the top of my brain, um, just going off the top of my brain, man, when you think about it, um, you think about you put Isaiah Buggs in there, then you got the other defensive lineman, Benito Jones, I believe his name is, up in there, and excuse me, you got him up in there. So when you actually start looking at it, um, they got dudes that other teams didn't want for the most part. Think about that for a minute. Playing a critical role, then you look at Aleem McNeil, he is a run stopper. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm not trying to diminish that. But he's a run stopper. You know. So when you start when you start kind of looking at everything, bro. You got a 6 round rookie out here. You know what I'm saying? You got a 6 round rookie playing. He playing good, but that's not your plans. You try somebody in the 6th round. Think about that for a minute. That's not your plans. So when you look at this defense for what you want, people could blame Aaron Glenn, but dude, he don't have much to work with. And the stuff that he is working with, you know what I'm saying? I think he's doing a fantastic job. And a lot of people may come on here and disagree with me, but I think he's doing a fantastic job with what he got. And then when you don't have that push from the defensive line, bro, from the interior, that's gonna make it hard. I know people were talking about Hutchinson already, or he didn't have, bro. He don't have no him and Charles Harris only can do so much, bro. Think about that for a minute. They only can do so much. They only can do so much, dog. You need help from the interior. And if you don't get that help from the interior, you know what I'm saying? You need that push up the middle of the pocket. It's the best pressure you can really get is right in the middle of the quarterback face where he can't step up in the pocket. Especially if you got a team that's especially you got a team that that got gap discipline. That's dangerous. That's why Warren Sapp, John Randall, and them guys were so important. That's why. So but you don't have a lot to work with, and that's what I can say. He don't have a lot to work with, and I ain't making no excuses for him. But shit, what he working with, he getting the most out of them. I done seen the Lions defense way worse than this, especially under Fat Patricia. I done seen them way worse than this. And it's just so many new guys playing with each other. I mean, you talk about No Tracy Walker. You know what I'm saying? You know, no, what's my man's name? No, Pascal who can supposed to help you push in the middle as well too. You know, they stuck with Ali Anazonia. They don't believe in drafting linebackers high. Apparently, that's pretty much what Brad Holmes said this offseason. You know, so I mean, they go. They playing a lot of zone in there. That's what you tend to pose to play when you go inside. When you go in the end zone. When you go in the red zone. Maybe they should do man to man. Sometimes it's just not enough talent. In this situation, it's not enough talent. I mean, you're missing Tracy Walker now for the season. You know what I'm saying? Um, you're missing Tracy Walker, Monty Aurora, yeah, he out there hobbled. Um Romeo, Pascal, Anna Zorke. I mean, come on. And this is a defense that's still in transition. Say what you want to say. There's still a defense who's still in transition. They are still in transition. Going from one, coordinator to the next. Going from one, GM to the next. So it's got to be some patience, especially in this GM keep drafting injured players. Aaron Glenn explained difficulties the Lions defense is currently having. He said Detroit Lions red zone defense ranks dead last, number 32 in the National Football League through 3 weeks of the 2022 season. Defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn has seen his football team allow opposing offense to score 90.9% of their red zone trips. Well, I would say this in the red zone. I mean, you got to watch the things that are things. There are times when we're in position and we're just not finishing plays, Glenn explained. He said, and a lot of times we've got to make sure that we're coaching the players to do the things that they need to do too. I will continue to say that it was a two-way street between coaches and players, and we got the team to understand. We got the team to understand that. But man, you watch those early parts of the game. We're playing like gangbusters. Our guys are competing. They're playing fast. They're playing physical. But man, once it gets to the crunch time, it just seems like, how do we do this here, or do we have to do this? We just keep doing the same thing we've been doing, putting ourselves in that position. And that's what we have to continue to coach. And that's what we have to continue to do as players. Now, also, it would help them where they put a lot of capital on the defensive side of the football. It definitely would help them if the offense can continue to run up points. It would help. I think it's no secret that the offense is the dominant side of the football. If they moving the ball, if they can go up there and continue to put up any type of points, if it's 3, whatever it may be, if they continue to put up points, they really won't be in a bad position. So the offense got to find a way to continue to keep it moving. And if we're not gonna keep the ball, keep scoring, if we're not gonna keep scoring, then and you feel like you don't have a quarterback of the offense to keep running up points, then that's when you slow the pace down. Then that's when you slow the pace down and you just start playing ball control. Once we have 14-0, you know what I'm saying? You don't really want to break that rhythm. But guess what? If we keep seeing the same damn movie over and over again, guess what? Guess what? You gotta change something. You gotta change something. And then at that point, let's just turn into a grindhouse. Let's turn into just grind it out. let's just say we run up like that again. This is the place we gonna run. We gonna grind. We gonna play smash mouth football. And we just gonna start winding the clock down and shortening the game down. And then part of the stuff that Aaron Glenn is saying to me, it sounds like a lack of depth is the problem. And that's my opinion. It sounds like there's a lack of depth. He said we get to the end of the games, we like, oh, what do we do here? I don't think it's too much. It's probably some nerves, but it's a lack of depth. There's a lack of depth there. And it's showing. There's a lack of depth. Oh, what do we do? They tired, bro. They don't have any type of depth. It's only so much you get out of Hutchinson, so much you get out of Harris, so much you get out of McNeil, so much you get out them DBs and them safeties, bro. That's why they need the depth. Is the injuries is hurting them. Imagine if you can rotate Bugs and Benito in and start Pascal or play Pascal and Levi and Zorky, how good they would be on the second unit. Come on. How much fresher Lee McNeil would be. They don't have the depth. He says we got to get better. Glenn explained further regarding the issues in the red zone. We got to get better, and we got to execute the right way. And that's just what it is. When it comes to points allowed, that goes with the red zone. I think teams had a number of possessions at the 1 or 2 yard line. Those are hard to stop, but we have to hold them and end up stopping those plays. He said Campbell explained this week what he felt the foundation of the defense was and that it could aid the entire unit. He said, quote, well, I think we could be disruptive. When we disruptive on first and second down to get them in third down, we could be pretty good, Campbell said. Look, I think losing John Kaminsky a week ago hurt because he's the kind of guy who sets up all our stunts. Quote, he's unselfish, he plays hard, he sets some things up. But we're just adjusting off of that, and we've got enough to do that. Campbell continued. And there again, I think last week the thing that was a little tough is where we weren't as disruptive as we've been in the first and second downs. I do think that we can do those things. We hit a stumbling block last week, but I think that's the way we have to play. If we can't get behind the sticks on first and second down, it can be hard on us just with where we're at. But I think our defense is going to bounce back this week. I mean, he supposed to say that. The fact of the matter is they just don't have the depth and they just don't have the talent right now. It's nothing that Aaron Glenn could do. Somebody gonna have to, get better, reach their potential, and break out. And you lose a Kaminsky, you lose a Romeo, you lose Julian in and out the lineup, and a Zorky, Josh Pascal. That's a lot of guys, bro, that you're missing. That's a lot of guys. So it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase chance notification. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, everything. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time, Mercy Sports Talk. Peace.